Did he ever try any Lex, rather? Did he ever try and pull anything with you guys from a power standpoint as it was shifting away from him? And
no, because he knew he needed us. Right. When you can't fucking work, last thing you want to do is fuck with a guy like Shawn Michaels, who will not be afraid on a pay-per-view or TV to make you or fucking look at you and go, "Get off the ground, you fat piece of shit."
Vader. Leon.
I mean, you know, Shawn's a different cat now, but boy, I miss that old one.
Would he be reprimanded for what he said about Lex in an interview? Because right or wrong, you don't...
Not Shawn.
No.
Shawn was the only one that could kick the door and tell Vince to fuck you.
Right. Did he?
Yes.
Because he was money.
Always, but it was, on top of that, it was just like, nobody had more passion than Shawn. All I know is it's the first time my wife has been to an event in 5 years. Like, my wife is actually going to go to WrestleMania.
Why just WrestleMania? Because they'll fly her in?
Because they have fucking basically pigeonholed her to the point where Linda is actually, please come. You know, so I know my wife's going to be there, which is the added stress of, you know, even though it's just across the fucking road, I don't want her on the pirate ship at all.
Right. Yeah.
You know, so now I've got Shawn, who I know is going to try to fucking blow me up. I know for a fact he's going to try to blow me up. He's going to try to outperform me because he wants my fucking spot. We're best friends, but I know what his fucking motivations are.
But you could lean on him a little.
Oh, I did.
Blow him up, yeah. Okay.
As soon as I fucking saw him suck that hair down his throat, I fucking hooked him. Boom. How we doing now?
Exactly.
You know, but you know, if you ever watched that fucking opening 3 minutes, I mean, fucking Bolt cutting around that fucking those spots any faster than he was running. Yeah. You know, and then we got out and got tied up in all those fucking press and had to fight through them to get to the spot. In fact, we went back in and I was just like, oh man, we got like 24 left and I'm gone.
Does he, what do you talk about before the match? You're friends, and you know you really have to have a spotlight match on this card, even though you're not in the main event. We'll get to that. What do you talk about before the match?
The beauty of working every fucking night of your life is you've had, and people have to realize that we only had an hour of television back then on Raw.
Right.
You know, so, and for there to be a match of any significance on Raw was very rare. So, I'm working, let's say, Bret on the house shows. And then I just got done working, say, Lex for 3 months. Now, this is the first time you're going to see me and Lex on TV. We've touched 90 times. Right. There's none of this fumble fucking around. It's, you know, everybody's got a feel for what everybody does, and that's why the matches are pretty damn tight. You know, and you're only going 8 to 12 if it's a match of any significance. So by this time, Shawn and I have been in some form or fashion involved with each other for almost 3 years. So I know even just sitting on the apron for the 6 or 8 months that I was his bodyguard, I knew everything he did. You know, I knew what he called everything. I knew the sequences. I knew how he would rotate out of things. So it was like I knew, you know, like in the movie Patton, Rommel, I've read your fucking book. Like I knew Shawn Michaels, and I knew what he was going to do.
But he doesn't even walk by and go, "Gonna go real fast for the first few minutes. Get ready."
No, he's not. If he needs to tell me that, I shouldn't be where I'm at. Right. You know?
But maybe to shake you up a little bit.
I wouldn't have done that, because I said, fuck it, I'll knock you out. Can't do much when I can hit you in the temple. No, but that was, Shawn won that spot. Everybody knew the fucking Shawn was lobbying for that spot. And it was just like, that's great, but guess what? When you go through the fucking airport, I'm still the biggest guy. Vince don't care. He still thinks it's a big man sport. You gotta convince him. Oh, I know how you can do it. Take the worst power bomb in the history of fucking pro wrestling for the finish. How's that possible? Shawn could fucking stand and take a power bomb without anybody giving it to him better than he took the one in that match.
Why?
Why not?
Talk to me about
who went down the fucking zip line at the next WrestleMania? Was it Diesel?
No. I
rest my case. No animosity though. I mean, that's just that's the shark environment. If you couldn't fucking if you could go fuck with somebody else and you can't fuck with the guys in your car,
right?
I mean, that was the way it was. We were all we're 1099s. He's Hickenbottom Enterprises. I'm Spartacus Entertainment. We're LLCs. We're doing our things, and
right. Friends or not, it's still
business,
right? Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, two of the names you hear very often as being guys that you want to work with in the ring. Compare them for me.
God, I mean, so many. That's the problem. They did this is they're so, even though they're chocolate and vanilla as far as, I mean, they're competitive. They're, Bret would always look at you and say, "It's real. It's all real." And if he put you on that sharpshooter, you thought you were like, "Jesus, easy, dude." And it was the same way. I think that Bret being born into that, basically just genetically engineered to be, a pro wrestler. And when even when you watch a guy like Cena, watch a tape of a guy like Cena, here's a guy that's got at 8 years old, has got a world belt made and put around him, and Shawn's, got, doing suplexes with his buddies into the pool. I was playing hoops.
Mm-hmm.
So man, my mindset's completely different. I blew my knee out of what my dream was, and I looked and saw something that still let me be an athlete that I could pull off with fucking 1.5 legs, and I said, and I can make cash,
right. And
I learned as I got into it. I mean, you either do this and fall in love with it, or you don't make it. If it's just, I guarantee you, you go to fucking White Plains and your payday's $300 fucking bucks on top, you're really not fucking doing it for the money.
Mm-hmm.
That's when me and Scott left. I said, I don't know about you, but I'm tired of doing the fucking starving artist. I'm ready to do the fucking signed lithograms.
When you went to WCW,
yeah,
I mean,
just like I'm tired of it. I can't, I love the business, but fucking I actually love money more.
Talk about the injury and what happened. This was legit?
Fuck no.
Okay.
He lost his smile once again. Shawn worked that fucking angle. He was a teacher. Shawn was a teacher. He worked 9 months. He liked to have those summers off.
Right.
Business was down.
Was it a work to Vince?
I don't know.
Did he know? Or did they really think his back was hurt?
Who knows? He always had a wonky back anyway. Shawn always was, he always had back problems. I mean, since I knew him. But I don't think that those power bombs. I sure as hell don't remember getting in the car that night, him going, "Fuck, I'm fucked."
Were you part of this?
Yeah, and it was also, we were in a room and it turned into a fucking, a grievance meeting.
You were all just fielding your complaints?
Against each other.
Oh, I thought you meant against the company.
No. I remember Bam Bam standing up going, I got a problem. It's last European trip. Scott Hall was working against Nash and Michaels, and he was on their bus every night. Fucking... Before he could even get it out of his mouth, fucking Shawn popped up. "Hey, motherfucker! I'm on the road 350 days a fucking year. Don't you tell me who the fuck I'm gonna spend my life with. Fuck you." He goes, "You dumb motherfucker." He says, "Yeah," because Bam Bam made a reference of, these people were following the buses, like in a caravan. He goes, "Yeah, you dumb motherfucker." By that time, Scott jumps up. He goes, "Hey, Bam Bam. Think about it. They're going to fucking each town watching the exact same fucking match for 14 nights. I think they get it. We've got their money. They're not good. Like, they're following us from town to town. I don't think fucking us getting in a different bus is gonna. And it was just one of those kind of things. Oh yeah, it was tight and tight. Bullshit. It was like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Wow.
Can we get out of here and go back to the hotel now?
Unbelievable.
Thanks for the video.
Are the two of them friendly?
No.
Is this a time period were they ever?
No.
Okay.
Always tolerable. There's always a respect.
Right.
You know, just, you know, I think it was one, you know, it was like two gunslingers, you know, it was like, you know, but I think that when it came down to it, you know, the running joke is always, you know, Shawn, you know, I'm better than you. You know I'm better than you. I mean, that's the ongoing thing. But it was a shoot. And as far as, you know, and I will, in my life, say that Shawn Michaels is by far the best guy I've ever been with, as far as in the ring.
But he would say that to you.
He would tell you he was the best.
Right.
It would have been like Michael Jordan doing that.
Right.
You know? Brian Russell tries to get him, fucking Jute and jives, puts it over the Jazz, game's over. Well, by the way, I'm the best there ever was. I know that.
Yeah. Not much you can say.
I just wanted you to know that I know.
Right. What would he say to you, Shawn, about Bret? I mean, they were amicable, there was respect, but in the hotel rooms, in the La Quintas by the payphone, what would he say to you?
The best one ever was, Shawn and I never argued. We just never did. We just never had a real argument. And this was part of what, this is what ignites the whole having Vince and them come to Indianapolis, because we're getting out of the car to go into Coco's, and Bret's being difficult with me, and I just have had it. You know, we've already had the situation where he won't do the thing in Louisville, and he's not going to do it, and I just said, you know what? I said, fuck it, I'm not dropping a strap to him. Just as we're getting out of the car. You would have thought that I said, oh, by the way, I raped your entire family and set them on fire. He goes, motherfucking what? What do you mean? You gotta drop the fucking strap to him. It's going to me. I said, not if I don't drop the strap. Like, fuck yeah, I'm not doing it. If he beats me in the shoot, he beats me in the shoot. I'm not doing it. And I mean, it was just like, that was the only time I had Shawn in my entire career of being his bud was like, fuck you, you're doing it. And we sat at the table, and that's where I said, this. And it was almost like Shawn got up like, well, fuck that, I'm squelching this right now.
Right.
Boom. This is fucking bullshit, da, 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 da. And since the whole direction of the company was going towards him, he had to get this thing back on the track. And I basically was just doing it just to fucking, you know,
right.
At the beginning to just, but when I saw like how fucking like vicious he got at me, it's just like anything else. Like, I've never hit my dog with a fucking baseball bat before, but fucking if he bares his teeth long enough, I got one in my hand. You know the whole fucking bodyguard thing? It's a shoot. Like, he needs, you know, he will run his mouth and he'll get a fight with 2 6'10" guys. Because his philosophy is, the worst thing he can do is beat the fuck out of me. You know, he's not going to back down from anybody. Shawn, he'll go. And they, you know, and I've always been friends with the Harris guys. And it was just like one of those deals, like, you know, when they were still there when I came back from the next road trip, and you know, they pulled me in the fucking shower and they told me what went down. And I said, you know, if you know, I know you're gonna do what you want to do. You know, whatever, you know. He says, there's 5 of you, there's only 2 of us. And I said, oh, you got Taker and Yoke. You know, it's not like, you know, I said, you know, just tell me what happened. He told me what happened. I said, well, you know, I don't want you beating on my friend, but at the same point, I mean, kind of push you guys in the corner. And I said, you know, Shawn's cool with it. Shawn let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I came back and Shawn said, we got to do something, you know, that would have just, it's like almost like a prison yard thing.
But is Shawn's mouth sometimes, I mean, would you have defended him in any circumstance?
If he'd asked, yeah.
Hmm?
If he'd asked, yeah. At that point?
Did he deserve some of what he got?
Oh, yeah. I'll never forget that when this thing all went down, and like one of the dirt sheets, I think it was Meltzer's, like gave their account of this whole situation, and the one thing they put was Sean Waltman, and they put in parentheses, legitimate tough guy. I'm like, are you fucking kidding? Like, what, you really, like, Sean Waltman, of all the guys you could pick up, you would rather fight Davey Boy than Sean?
Oh, you didn't realize that that's how he was perceived by all of us readers?
I didn't know.
No.
I just sat there and I went, wow, what? That was an ongoing joke.
Mang and Shawn.
Yeah.
That's the order. What happened? Take me there. Take me to
Wasn't there? Once again.
Syracuse.
Don't fucking book Shawn without me.
Right. Well, you must have got the story as soon as they got back.
Well,
right?
I heard that he was in the bar, and there was a bunch of service guys, and fucking one of the girls just, you know, but he was fucking, I mean, bombed. They got Shawn out to the car, and they went back in. Now, that skinny guy might have beat the shit out of Shawn, but Shawn was passed out in the front seat with the door unlocked. Whoever got to him while he was, because Shawn don't know what happened.
Okay.
So Shawn just, you know, Shawn got fucked up, but it wasn't like anybody kicked his ass. They fucking beat him, you know. It's like getting fucking beat up in your sleep.
A response to your friend Bill Watts' comments about the event that if he hadn't just quit WWE, anyone there would have been fired for coming up on the losing end of that fight. Bill would have fired Shawn, 1, 2, 3, and Davey Boy. How do you not quit the day before?
And that probably speaks volumes for why Bill Watts wasn't there, because Bill, it's fucking fake. It's only real when you've got power and you can fucking abuse it.